What's up, disc golf world? Welcome back to GK Pro coverage. Today we have the CCR Open. We are outside Holt, Michigan. This event brought to you guys by Discrafts, and I am joined by one of the men playing on this card, Nathan Queen. How we doing, Nathan?
Doing good. We got to see an open course yesterday. We're moving to a little more wooded course here, River's Edge, and looking forward to watching some lines through the trees.
Yeah, you shot a 1047 rated first round to get you onto this lead card. Fantastic play from yourself. You see Chandler Fry atop the leaderboard, one back of him, Joel Freeman. Garrett Gurthie is going to be rounding out this card. Not a very big power friendly course. You're not going to have to throw drivers very often.
Yeah, really lots of touch shots. Like I said, you're going through the woods, so not wanting to put a lot of power on it in case you kick too much. But hole one starting off with a fairly tough gap, 314 feet moving straight, and then an immediate left really after you've moved about 310 feet or so, if you want to get up and have a drop in.
Chandler Fry.
Yeah, and this gap probably wouldn't be that big of a deal if it wasn't the first hole. I feel like if it's hole 14 or something, it's just like another stock shot. But hadn't thrown one yet today. Chandler slept on the lead. He's been playing some great golf. If you haven't watched Clash at the Canyons, you should definitely check that out. He played some fantastic golf there.
And a fantastic looking shot here. He's pushed it out straight, got in it around the trouble on the left side once you get out of the gap, and he's got a fairly easy birdie look for the hole.
Yeah. There we go, Colorado native Joel Freeman. He's got a great game, forehand, backhand, loves to throw really stable plastic. He likes Anheuser out of the hand both ways, forehand and backhand.
Yeah, you see the Anheuser that he threw there. There is a little bit of a left to right coming out of the gap and around that corner. I think it got a hold of that Anheuser and just held it over to the right. Pretty safe shot.
Bit of a pull from Garrett, but it gets through.
Yeah, using a bit of a local line is what he said there.
Yeah.
Pulling it off to the right, but great result. That could have turned out pretty rough.
Yeah, it definitely could have. Good now, though. Now we have you. This is a tricky hole for a lefty, man. What are you trying to attack?
I'm trying to get a putt at it. I'm not trying to really move left at all. I'm going with a star TL3 here. Just hoping to stay left of these poles.
Okay.
And yeah, that's not too bad. I didn't cut roll down the hill or anything, so just outside the circle, pretty good look for me.
Yeah. You got that disc to land exactly flat on the hillside. That was a great shot from you. Garrett going sonic, buzzing the tower. Joel from what looks to be about 50 feet.
A pretty steep incline here. Easy to roll away if you catch some metal.
Definitely. Would rather airball that basket than catch metal.
Yeah.
Here you go. This would be a big one to start off with. You've got a great jump putt that you use. Solid bid.
Yeah, I was happy that it sat. Just I got real pumped up. I wanted to make sure I didn't leave it low, and got it a bit too high, but happy it sat. This is a tough hole for me to get, so would have been a bonus birdie. And Chandler,
Picking up where he left off.
yeah, kind of getting lost in the pars here and tapping in his birdie real quick.
Yeah. And it's not a cool day. We see everybody wearing pants. Chandler's got on, the Under Armour top and bottom. That's all for the mosquitoes, guys. They're crazy out here, and they're about to get even worse as we head into the woods. These holes really not that big of a deal compared to what these players know that they've got coming.
Yeah, I couldn't quite talk myself into pants today. It was a little warm yesterday with the pants on. Really cool hole here for hole 2, though. You've got a sweet tee shot down the old toboggan slope, or they still use it, actually, and you want to make it over top of this bridge. You can probably get close to 500 feet off of this tee shot pretty easy because of how downhill it is. We've got a really strong headwind coming in today, a little bit of left to right in that. So you just got to make sure you keep it in the middle.
That is a force out of Chandler. Perfect shot. Back to the middle. His approach will be short, very manageable from there. Guessing the rest of these guys just looking to do that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you want to get. Put it out on a hyzer and let that headwind drag it over. Joel getting a little too much anhyzer again, though. And luckily it got down fast enough to not get into that OB. And he'll still have a fairly easy upshot from there for birdie.
Yeah, it's so vastly downhill that he carried his disc plenty far enough. Let's see what Double G does right here. I feel like he was trying to two this one. That was the full treatment.
Yeah, he definitely
Didn't get it to flat like he would have liked, possibly even some turn there, but he just threw a flip to flat like 6 bills or something.
Yeah, it looked like that was going to hyzer out the majority of the flight, and it just kept pushing straight.
This looks good. Not going to get over there by the OB. No worries.
Yeah, that's a little more stable wraith than I threw yesterday just to handle the headwind that we have there.
Joe, I'm guessing that was a Gator 3. That is his signature disc. He throws it all the time. I'm sure we'll see it a bunch today.
Yeah, and it looks like he just didn't get that turned over enough that time, and then that head left to right wind just kind of dragged it off to the right. Longer look than you want on this particular hole. It's one of the easier threes to get.
You're going Avier X3, and that's lovely.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Definitely.
Tap in.
Definitely. Chandler inside 200 feet for sure. Really dialed, really focused this week.
Yeah, great show of touch there, just dropping it right underneath it. Didn't go long. Garrett doing the same thing. As soon as you push a little bit long in this basket, you can get away a little quickly. So good display of touch there.
Oh, Joel not wanting to miss out on the birdie party. Unfortunately, he's going to have to settle for a par. And you guys just have drop-ins.
And Joel had jokingly said something to Chandler about, hey, I think it's my putt, because he had to putt again for his par. So Garrett was making sure it was him before we putted there. After we finished that hole, we kind of get into the woods that we were talking about for this course. This is a pretty interesting or very specific shot that you have to hit here. 320 feet, best for a righty forehand or lefty backhand, to kind of chop it over to the left side, push it as far forward as you can, and then just let it stall out back to the right around that crooked tree you saw there. Or try to get a little lucky through these trees on the right. And that was looking great, but just not quite left enough before it started turning right.
Yeah, the pure line to the basket does cheat inside the tree line there a little bit. If you're going safe, you can push it past the tree line. You'll end up with a bit of a longer putt, but look at Garrett whacking one over. Oh, he doesn't throw much, but he's pretty proficient at it.
Yeah, we saw him throw more than we're used to yesterday, and he pulled it out here, and pretty much a park job here on a 320-foot hole. Believe that's a Metal Flake Firebird.
You're going FD3, not really forced over as much as you would have liked.
Yeah, pretty early.
Should be manageable from there. Joel going force over Firebird. And that one probably just cruised out.
Yeah, pushed it a little straight. He's still just outside the circle, though, and has a pretty good look. I was pretty pinched off here. If I was maybe 6 inches in about any direction, I had a good line. But where I was at, it was pretty tough.
And you were going Firebird there?
Yeah, stacked it on top of Garrett's there. Just one extra shot.
Just getting that thing up and down. Oh my gosh.
3 for
Chandler
3.
Fry is not letting up. Trying to tell everybody, yo, it's my weekend. This one's me.
Yeah, early on in the round, already grabbing an 80-footer or so.
Bro, you got to stay out of Gabe's way, though, so we can get the proper slow-mo. Great putt nonetheless. Joel trying to follow suit.
And a couple in the cage in a row there. You could see he wasn't too happy about that one.
Now he's had a couple chances now, back-to-back holes from right around the circle's edge. Oh. Pump fake. Didn't fool our guys. They're professionals. As we head into hole 4. This is a pretty technical line as well, Nathan.
276 feet. I believe the righty backhand is probably the best way to attack this green. Just have a slight drift off to the right and then just slow and have it be slow enough to finish off to the left. Just kind of drop it in there. But really, it's just a straight shot and you want to miss the trees at the green.
Go in. Oh my gosh. Chandler is so dialed right now.
And yeah,
you can see it in your face there. You're just like, oh my gosh.
It's the shot I was talking about. I thought he was going 5 for 4 right there. I thought it was in.
Garrett, bug net, headdress. Rock 3, looking for it to get some turn. It's cruising to a putting position, though. He'll have some trees in his way. This entire green is filled with trees. Stud or Colt?
That is a stud. Sawed way off. Got way further than it should have, so I'll take it.
Got a little look, maybe?
Almost.
Joel going Gator 3. Missed that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that looked great. And
What
we turned around, didn't see that. Didn't know it till we got up there.
What did that disc just do?
That was
It was right there, and then it wasn't. It was headed back the other way. I think that route honestly had something to do with it.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. We couldn't really believe it. I was interested to see what happened to it here.
Come on, dude.
He's got to feel like he just got robbed.
He did just get robbed.
Garrett special, super hyzer, nearly cans it. If there was a man for the job, it would be him. Just all around putting, though. That's your guy right there.
4 for 4.
Back-to-back world putting second place finishes for Chandler Fry. Like, he makes fun of me when I make fun of, well, he claims I'm making fun of him, but like, what a compliment that is. We've got some fantastic putters out here, and twice now he's barely been beaten. He's just fantastic from anywhere around the green.
Yeah, consistency is always the best way to be the best at anything. And second back-to-back shows you he's got that consistency. Moving into hole 5 here, 236 feet downhill, probably only plays about 200 feet. Pretty small gap to hit, but as long as you hit it straight, you should have a pretty good chance of sticking on this green.
Yeah. OB left doesn't really come into play. This is the epitome of an upshot hole. You just got to get this thing close, get up and down.
And Chandler coming out a little bit hot, but stays circles edge or so over on that right side.
Yeah, that was his Trevor Harbolt breaker. Garrett, little baby rock 3 through the gap, right? That didn't go down the big gap.
No, that hit the little right side, getting a little sneaky.
We'll have a putt, though.
Yeah, again, right about circle's edge.
You're going Colt?
Yes, this is a pink star Colt. If you watched the first round, I was throwing a yellow one. This one's a little straighter. It's not quite as beat in.
Ooh. That's a clean line right there. Barely scooted over the hill. Leaves you with a little bit of work, but great shot from you.
Joel going to the standstill here.
No. No.
And just cooks it a bit to the left.
Man, he could get that thing up and down in his sleep. I mean, this is a Gator 3 shot if I've ever seen one. You can see him swatting in the background. Anytime you stood still, you were donating blood.
And Garrett looking off to the right. There were some people that started walking through the woods and just kind of caught his eye in the middle of his putt. Not much they could do or he could do about it, but kind of annoying.
Oh, just a little high left. Could have stuck. They do stick sometimes in that position, but doesn't. Ends his birdie streak. Shout out to Tristan Tanner for knocking down the ace on this hole as well. Little forehand harp from my guy.
Sweet.
Congratulations.
And kind of trying to redeem the card a little bit there. This is a hole you should see more than one birdie on.
For sure.
But played a little tougher this round. For us, at least.
Yeah. I don't see that one getting by these pros very often. All these guys here in this position for a reason. They're really good at throwing these pieces of plastic. As we head into hole 6, Nathan.
Yeah, 482 feet. Almost reachable. But this steep uphill right here kind of keeps you from really being able to attack. These guys have a lot of power and can still maybe get to the top of the hill, but you do have these trees to deal with after that. Most players, including myself, looking to kind of keep it off to the right side so you can still see the pin even if you don't make it up to the top.
Interesting. Because my thought was like move left because it kind of opens up the gap a little bit. I don't know. Bunch of ways that we can get to this hole.
That could be true as well. I honestly haven't seen the course well enough.
Yeah, neither of us have. But I don't know. Well enough.
Yeah, I felt like I threw my shot well there. I'm where I planned to be at. Chandler getting a good rip.
That was a nuke out of Chandler. That's a
And
great position.
almost to the top of the hill. He'll definitely be able to see the pin from there.
He'll have a chance at a little throw-in, possibly. Garrett doesn't lack any power when it comes to getting to this hole. Ooh.
Yeah, getting it out and up high.
Onto the flats. That sick man.
So impressive.
Dude, he throws smashes. It's hard to really understand how far he throws until you see that in person. Joel moving left. Looks like it's right there by Chandler. Both
Yeah.
those guys way up the hill.
Yeah, great tee shots from the card here.
You looking to sneak through one of those gaps there?
I'm going all the way right side,
Okay.
except I missed.
Okay. Not the worst miss, though. Those trees drop you down about 45, so your opportunity at birdie, maybe 50.
Yeah, 45 or 50.
Yeah, still got a chance. No way.
Chandler almost getting another 2 on the hole. Go ahead and let's see this again.
Wow.
Looks like it's going in.
Oh my gosh, that full slow-mo replay was sick. He threw it all the way to the top so he could see it. Nearly jammed it. This man is just dialed. There's no other way to say it.
Thanks.
That's a good way to do it from Joel.
Yeah, and we've got Garrett on the top of the hill here with a chance.
Just a little sonic bid.
And a moment ago, I said another 2 on the hole. I was preluding to Luke Humphries here was able to throw in and get a 2 on this hole.
Yeah, just, ooh, look at that. Let's not miss that great jump putt from you.
Thank you, sir.
What are you putting with?
I'm using an Infinite Alpaca.
Beadless?
Yes. Very similar to an AVR.
Yeah, they felt good. I felt Kona's the other day. Yeah, great feeling discs. Great jump up from you.
Yeah, happy to. They're all pretty much parked there for the birdies, so I didn't want to miss out on this one.
Nah, it would have been a travesty to miss this one. You do not. Yeah, I got a little lucky. I couldn't see the basket like those guys. It was just over the hill. Threw it a little strong. Basket got in the way. I'll take the 2.
Yeah, going into hole 7, a 2 that you do want to get, 272 feet. Got a little gap to hit and then move a little bit right and make sure you don't fade out because it is easy to trickle into this OB road on the left side.
I think the lefty backhand or the forehand really plays nice. Goes away from the basket, and you're not trying to park it at the end of the day. You're just trying to throw something down there. Give yourself 20 feet or so.
Yeah, I felt like that was pretty good. Once I got down there, I was surprised it was as short as it was, but again, I haven't seen the course well enough to actually know. And Chandler,
Gosh, running the basket again.
yeah, a little bit hot on that one. After he threw, he said he kind of wasn't thinking about that OB on the left side.
Garrett Sonic just inside.
He did switch to his Rock 3 there. He did have Sonic in his hand originally.
Okay. We had a man on the card. Oh, Joel's playing a little flip up something, maybe a whale.
That was a 3-year-old Chariot. I did ask him what that was because it was so flippy out of his hand.
Dude, what's a chariot?
It's an infinite disc. I think it's similar to a Mako 3 in a flight pattern. It may have a bead. I'm not exactly sure, but
Okay.
understable mid-range.
Right on. Double G with the nice, touchy forehand turnover. Joel, a little further than that. That'll be a tester. You're looking to go 2 straight here. Nice putts. Very nearly did it.
Yeah, that one felt pretty gross out of my hand. I was surprised it caught chains at all, so I was happy it's close.
Sometimes those wobbly ones play, man. There's a bunch of really good wobbly putters.
Very true. Chandler with a fairly easy par save here.
Yeah, I don't think that James Conrad doesn't know how to throw a perfectly spun putt. He does. He's choosing to throw this putting style like it works. There's people that do it. It has a different flight pattern in the wind. A lot of times it can benefit you if you know how to play it. I don't mind wobbly putts, all I'm saying, Nathan. I thought it was a good putt, man. As we head into hole 8, this is a tricky hole. The bend on this hole is right off the bat. Forces players to take it inside or high to be able to get the distance that they need. But it's also easy to just go flying by the basket like 80 past.
Yeah, and while you're thinking about the bend and making sure you don't go long, you see that first overhanging branch makes you keep it very low as well. And just a really tricky shot. I almost had that right. Needed it to turn left just a little bit, but have a play for par from there.
Chandler looking to just throw a low backhand, get a straight skip. He's got 5 strokes on you guys right now. Pretty crazy.
Yeah, getting off to that hot start. Only missing 5 on the first 6 holes.
Take that scoot out.
Yeah. You hear Garrett saying he'll take that scoot out.
Yeah, Chandler didn't quite get that scoot out. He's not real far in on the right side. And Joel just squeaking underneath that branch.
Got to sit, though.
But flying on by the pin.
You've got to make contact with the ground short of the basket or it's gone.
Yeah, with the aggressive angles that Joel likes to play, it's going to be pretty tough for him to get one to stop.
No way. That dude doesn't care right now.
He's on it. He's just wanting to run everything. He knows he's usually going to hit something. He's probably surprised that that one didn't touch anything.
All right, looks like that's about what you had. And you didn't want to throw it over, roll away.
Yeah, I was a little too tentative there. That's not quite what I wanted, but it's not terrible.
There's like 5 mosquitoes in the view of the camera as that happens. This was one of the worst points here. I mean, from here on out, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, you're not really out in the open anymore, so those mosquitoes don't have much place to go besides on your skin.
There's so much water around this park. It's basically just a feeding, breeding ground. Good putt from you, man. That would have been a bad hold a bogey like I did. You know, it's not fun. Leave yourself at the top of that.
And Chandler finding the channel down there. It would have come back out and saved his par as well.
Came out of the darkness with that one. You didn't even see him. He's so good at putting. Love watching Chandler putt.
Yeah, so a little barbecue there, a few different ways before we move into hole 9, getting into these par 4s. 551 feet. You want to hit this gap moving to the right. Righty backhand, pretty understable disc, kind of hyzer flip and have it drift off to the right. Kind of understable forehand as well could work, or a lefty backhand to stand up a little bit and then finish without flaring too hard.
Yeah. Leaving yourself in the fairway paramount on this one. You can get it done a variety of ways.
And that's what I wanted.
1 foot wide. I hit that tree as well. My disc did not stop there, though.
Yeah, pretty fortunate to just fall straight down. I don't have a terrible angle from there, but I am pretty far away.
Chandler going vulture. Maybe just a bit of a slip.
Yeah, I think he just gripped that one. Just came out a little bit late, but again, a very favorable kick. And keeps him looking down the gap.
Dude, I like this from Garrett.
Color Glow Rock 3.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's fantastic. Simplifies that hole. He'll be left with, you know, a Sonic or another Rock 3 possibly. Joel going with the side hand. Ooh. Typically, we see him throw an Anheuser out of the hand. That was a really nice stand-up. Just stood up a little too much.
Yeah, great out of the hand. Just a little too straight. And look at this.
Is this a roller? Oh, my gosh.
Look at this.
He's dialed. This man's dialed. He's got it all.
That was an incredible upshot from there. He salvaged so much distance.
Look at you. Whoa, crazy skip there. Don't know that it made it any further.
Oh, I was so happy with that shot.
Had to feel good. It was a standstill too, wasn't it?
No, I got a little run up in there.
Okay. You hear Joel say that's brutal. It was. Looked pretty good.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to catch a roll out of I think it was a thumber that he threw there. It looked like it was going to catch a roll the way that it landed.
Yeah, Garrett just going Spike Heiser mid-range again.
Yeah, another rock 3.
Joel's pretty good at giving these bids.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to run that. He's got a very good touch forehand like that.
It's that ultimate Frisbee background. Dude, Chandler, oh my gosh.
Yeah, he only made it 60 feet off of the tee, and he just almost got his birdie.
That's got to feel good.
Yeah, you see that ankle brace I got on there? There was a downhill. When I jumped there, it went a little lower than where I started, and it had me nervous. I didn't talk myself fully into committing to that one. It was pretty frustrating.
Gotcha. Chandler taps in for his par. Garrett misses his birdie putt. Looked like he was pretty distracted by some mosquitoes. Some quick squats right after that. Swats. Did I say squats?
Squats might help too.
Yeah, just anything moving around in the woods helps. You can't stay still or you are literally donating blood.
And that wraps up the front 9 here on the River's Edge course. Chandler Fry with the hot start, 5 down. We've got a clean card. You'd like to see a few more birdies than we have, but there's still a chance to get more of them on the back 9.
Yeah, not a single bogey from that card. And we peek in. Tristan Tanner looks like he is 6 under through 13, playing a great round.
Yeah, Philip Bartholomew, 9 through 13. Shout out North Carolina.
Wow, Willie Prince.
Luke Humphries starting to pop up in there.
Yeah, I'm playing a little golf. Tim Barham shot some nice golf as well. And that'll do it. This has been the front 9 of the second round of the CCR Open, brought to you guys by Discrafts. For Nathan Queen, my name's Luke Humphries. We'll see you on the back 9.
See you guys out there.